Streets reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. You actually had a Vice President Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the president, actually today go to Atlanta to meet with local and Asian Atlanta community leaders, and this is all in the wake of that mass shooting that took place where that crazy white boy Robert Aaron Long went to these 3 spas in the Atlanta area and shot shit up, killing 8 people. 6 of them are women of Asian descent. Now yesterday they had a congressional hearing on anti-Asian racism. Ted Lieu from Cali was speaking. Chip Roy from Texas said some old other shit, like some old lynching reference or whatever, some old racist bullshit, called out by Grace Ming. But Obama said that we should have some common sense gun laws in legislation on Wednesday, but Biden didn't say anything since the shooting, but he did propose some legislation last month, Greenboard graduation. Reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, let y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So Germany, Italy, Spain, and France, they have actually resumed having AstraZeneca inoculations in their countries after they had joined the list of countries that had suspended the use after there was fear of the vaccine having caused blood clots. Now this comes after the Europe's top regulator on the matter actually said that the vaccines are safe and effective. You have the European Medicine Agency. They tested the 25 rare blood clots that actually took place, but this is out of like 20 million doses of the vaccine being given out. So, and they really couldn't prove that the vaccine caused the blood clots. So they're saying the health options actually far outweigh the risk. Meanwhile, you got the Biden administration saying they're going to give 4 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine out to Mexico and Canada since they have it stockpiled up here and haven't approved it yet. Streets reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So actually you have the 60,000 new COVID-19 infections throughout the United States from yesterday. 1,600 people deceased due to COVID-19 throughout the country. The infection rate has actually plateaued in the United States, but it is on the rise in 12 states. And this is coming even as the Biden administration actually reached its goal of getting 100 million doses of the COVID vaccine out to the American people in the first 100 days in office for Joe Biden. So I guess salute to them for that. But you did have on Capitol Hill the White House medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, going back and forth with Senator for Kentucky, Rand Paul, where he was questioning basically the purpose of wearing masks even after you've had the vaccine. So which Fauci basically says, you don't know if you can still spread it after you have the vax. Reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So the Senate actually confirmed, narrowly by the way, the appointment of Xavier Becerra. This is the former Attorney General for California, and putting him as the Department of Health and Human Services Secretary. Now this is actually a only one Republican actually voted in his favor, and that was Susan Collins up in Maine. So he'll have a key role in how the government responds to COVID-19, the pandemic. Also, you had William Burns approved of being the CIA director. This is somebody that was actually involved in the talks under the Obama administration that led to the Iran nuclear deal. So maybe it's continuing politics as usual under the Biden administration. We will see though. Green War and graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So in immigration news, you actually have 14,000 unaccompanied migrant children being said to have to be at the U.S.-Mexico border, detained by the United States. Now you have most of them being said to be at facilities by the Department of Health and Human Services, while you have some 4,500 of them actually being held by Customs and Border Patrol. So you have a system where there's just a lot of unaccompanied migrant children swelling up these immigration jails. The Biden administration has actually stopped sending these unaccompanied teens to this new facility that opened in Midland, Texas, where 50 of the 500 kids already held there have tested positive for COVID-19. So we'll see how all of this plans out. Green War. Streets reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So yesterday you actually had Congress the House of Representatives specifically vote on whether they were going to award congressional gold medals to the Capitol Police that actually held down the fort, or tried to, during that January 6th Capitol Hill rush by all of those MAGA supporters. Now, you had 12 Republicans actually vote against this measure, saying that they were objecting basically to the language used on the bill, calling that thing that took place on January 6th an insurrection. So it's like, what is the criteria for an insurrection? I mean, do they need fucking like cannons? Like, do they need like how many guns do they need? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? Green War and graduation. Streets reporter of the New World, though, the Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So you have the first high-level meetings between the United States and China take place ever since this Biden administration actually came into play. They took place in Alaska. You had Secretary of State Antony Blinken there. Well, you know, basically it seems like you guys are happy that the United States is back and reestablishing our relationships, but it seems like there's I'm also hearing some deep concerns with some of the actions your government is taking. The U.S. was accusing China of actually threatening global stability with some of their actions, and then even bringing up this human rights issues. I'm sure they were talking about the Uyghur Muslims and all of that. But you also had China accusing the U.S. of using its military and economic power to carry out national priorities and incite some other countries to attack China. Green War and graduation. This report out of the world, though, the Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report, man. Free Sinai Sharif. This is actually a prominent human rights activist out there in Egypt who just got sentenced to 18 months in prison for spreading fake news. Now, Egypt over there, you know, their human rights atrocities, you know, have piled up over the past years, over the past decade definitely, and you know, it's funny because the prime minister over there, El-Sisi, that's, you know, Trump actually likes this guy, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, Sinai actually was jailed last June and has now the charges of talking about how COVID-19 was spreading throughout the jails, and that's what they're accusing her for. So Amnesty International called the charges bogus and obvious, like, retaliation for her peaceful criticism. So you know what I mean? Free that girl, man. Even during the revolution, she was 17 years old in 2011, was still out here in American media talking.